Hey folks, welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. We are here. Brandon is currently in witness protection program. We have no idea where he could be in the world after, let's just say a lot of Colts fans are looking to burn a certain curse wheel. And so we're going to hope that wherever Perna is, he is safe, he is good, and oh, baby. We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's a guy. And this is GS, the Grossi Show, because it is Broncos Packers week. So now we're enemies.
I'm going to just send you
I
nothing
am
but love all week,
Yeah.
Tom.
You know
God
what?
bless
Honestly, it'd be a
you.
nice
God
change
bless
of
the Green Bay
pace.
Packers, the great state of Wisconsin, and I look forward to a fun game between two great football organizations.
See, this is what I have to do. I have to threaten you in order to get kindness from you. That shouldn't be our. We need to go to
We're reversing roles this week.
Yeah, no,
it's
we need
Freaky
to go to
Friday.
We have to. That's it.
It's Freaky Friday.
Yeah. Indianapolis. Oh, they coming for you, buddy.
God,
The Colts got cursed for the fourth time this season.
Yes.
And Daniel Jones is now out for the year with an Achilles injury.
Yes.
And they lost to the Jaguars, continuing the streak of losing in Jacksonville since 2014. But other than that, I think things are going well.
Yeah, they did suffer a tragic loss. I don't find injuries funny. Okay, I don't use the curse wheel for injuries. I just want to make that clear. Because the Colts subreddit, and I get it. I understand the anger. Their post was simply "fuck Perna."
Simple.
That was it.
Concise.
And fair. Very fair, Indy.
Fair.
I get it. I would do the exact same thing.
That's fair.
And I'm like, I'm going to go in. This is going to be fun. And it was 80% fun. 20%, I'm actually a little scared. I'm scared, one, that people think that the wheel actually has that power. That's the most alarming thing, first of all. that they actually believe that.
I mean, no.
Two, there was people who thought I am a horrible person because I use a plastic Amazon curse wheel to specifically injure Daniel Jones, and me, the horrible person that I am actively rooting for player injuries. So it gets twisted a little bit pretty quickly. Most of the people there are, it's a good-natured fuck you. It's a funny F you. I respect the hell out of those.
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of the people trying to defend me within that subreddit. But boy, I forgot the internet is a scary place.
The internet's always a scary place. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But yeah, I feel bad for Daniel Jones.
Oh, it sucks.
How about we blame the correct demon here? And that might be Indianapolis deciding to play their quarterback with a fractured leg, thinking that that's not going to lead to a more significant injury at any point.
I don't know. I think the plastic wheel did it. I mean, if I'm just using logic here.
You are locked in for hate week.
I am locked in.
I'm ready.
And ready to go. I hope those teenagers are all over that playground.
Yeah. I mean, you saw those teens are coming for me. I haven't seen them for a while. I think they went up to the high school. I think they're out.
Okay. Graduated.
Yeah. I mean, it was the same thing kind of with Jayden Daniels comes back.
Re-injures, yep.
He's playing through an injury in a game that you're like, okay, Washington, your season's over. Now it's officially over. and he gets pushed on an interception, re-injures his elbow, And I respect Daniel Jones wanting to play through a fractured leg, but when they announced that and then announced he's still playing, I'm not a doctor, but I hear fracture in your leg. I don't think that makes you stronger, makes you better.
Think so, no.
I think there's a lot of risk there, and I think what we see with a lot of injuries is your body overcompensates in other ways when you have a significant injury like that.
Sure.
And with quarterbacks, with calf injuries, like all that shit, you see it. It's unfortunate. It sucks. He tears his Achilles because he tears his Achilles late in this season, which means when he's able to return, next year's up for question.
In the air, yeah.
What they do this offseason with, Anthony Richardson, they got Riley Leonard, who, looked decent, filling in for Daniel Jones. Maybe Leonard plays a little bit better, some more time to prepare next week. But after such a promising start to this season, just sucks. And also Jonathan Taylor really shot the bed for our hopes of a running back winning MVP. Like, this was the game that if we wanted to really get back in on not having a quarterback win MVP, we needed Taylor to take over. Couldn't do it. And now Jacksonville, they're sitting atop comfortably. Not comfortably, but they're
Texans are still right there.
The Texans are right there, but they're number one in the South, and Jacksonville continues to play pretty damn good football. So
and now I think you kind of touched on it, but the short-term future for the Colts is right? They still have Anthony Richardson under contract, right? So they can keep him for another year. He's still under his rookie deal, but he's still dealing with his orbital bone fracture that he hurt himself during the pregame. That was like a month ago. So
I forgot that's what his injury.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because the freaking band snapped and hit him in the eyes. Curse wheel. But I don't know. I think that was the week. I don't know if that
might have been.
It might have been, honestly. But you mentioned because it's Daniel Jones's other leg that winds up he tears his Achilles. It wasn't the leg, but you're talking about the compensating for it. But unfortunately now for Indianapolis in the short term, now talk about QB carousel, because Daniel Jones is only under a 1-year contract, right? So he only had a 1 year. He might not play until late next season. And now you need to figure out who your quarterback's going to be. And you don't have a first round pick because you traded for Sauce Gardner. So now it's like, we went from holy cow, the Colts are having one hell of a run that nobody anticipated. Then over these past few weeks, we've already been worried about them. And that was with a semi-healthy Daniel Jones. Now he's gone. You don't know who the quarterback is going to be, either for the rest of the season and in the short-term future. And they're also now technically out of the playoffs as of right this second, because the Texans just took the 7 seed after their win over the Chiefs last night. So a very rough week for Indianapolis.
Yeah, and the Colts can't even expect to trade Anthony Richardson to the Vikings now because JJ McCarthy looked pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Indy might try and do this offseason. And I don't know who would be a buyer for Anthony Richardson at this point, but if you think you've got a better chance with Riley Leonard and you can get some trade value for Anthony Richardson, I think the Colts will bring back Daniel Jones. I don't know what that contract's going to look like now, but I think they'll bring him back and keep him around because when he does eventually get healthy, he's a good QB to have on your roster. He's a good QB, I think, to help in the QB room with Riley Leonard. But what they do this offseason is going to be interesting for sure. But yes.
People in the chat are saying Kyler Murray.
I don't think that's it.
I don't think that's it.
I don't think a team
that contract.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray's right? He's not going to play for the rest of the year. They think he's going to be shut down for potentially the rest of the year.
Kyler's not coming back.
Yeah, so that's dude. Who knows?
Yeah. The silver lining is the Colts will get a look at Riley Leonard.
Yeah,
and they're not out of the playoff race just yet. So if he plays well, then that's a pleasant surprise for him.
That's true. Yeah, he is wanted for homicide. That is true. But that wasn't even Daniel Jones. That was the other. I mean, nothing.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Not at all. Yeah, rough loss for the Colts. So we'll kind of see what the rest of their season looks like. But I don't have a lot of optimism because one, their schedule is very difficult, and now having to start Riley Leonard, it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be great. Jacksonville sitting real nice, and as was just said, Jacksonville Broncos in a few weeks is gonna be real good.
Dude, we got you, then we got the Jags, and then we got the Chiefs on a short week.
Yep.
And guess what? I'm not worried about those fraudulent Chiefs. Oh, what's Patrick Mahomes going to do? Throw 3 interceptions against the Broncos on Christmas?
To be fair.
No, is Travis Kelce going to continue to drop every ball coming his way?
Bad. Yeah, you had Rashee Rice dropping balls, Travis Kelce dropping 2 in a row. 2 of those 3 interceptions were not his fault, by the way. Like,
here's the crazy thing. Like, Mahomes had arguably his worst career game.
It was a rough game.
Ever.
Yeah.
And I think he still played okay. I don't think a lot of it was even his fault. Nope. It was just a Texans defense. Jalen Petrie fucking
tipping it to
put
himself
Rice in a crash. And he fled the scene, Tom. He was lighting dudes up. He had an insane interception.
By the way, just, you know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to throw you a lifeline. I'm going to throw you a life raft. I'm going to exonerate you a little bit.
What did I do?
Because technically, you cursed the Colts and the Texans. And the Texans beat the Chiefs. So...
yeah, well, I think the wheel double cursed the Colts and relieved the Texans.
Okay, you know what?
Colts
I tried. You could have phoned a friend. I tried to drown. No. That's fine. Continue. Good.
But at Texas defense, good. It was one of those nights too where.
Thank you so much.
First play of the game, you're like, it's probably not the Chiefs' night because Wanya Morris suffered a really bad-looking leg injury on the first play of the game. They're already down Josh Simmons at tackle. I think they had 3 starting linemen out in that game. Maybe 3 or 4 after the injury.
Yeah,
they're banged up on the line. And honestly, their line did an okay job being down that many guys playing against Houston. But the Chiefs offense couldn't do anything. 10 points for Kansas City.
Yeah.
So credit Houston for just playing better football than them. And I think the Texans secondary put the fear of God in the Chiefs ball catchers because they were hitting dudes. And then late in that game, Travis Kelce drops one, and then a play later, he bobbles a pass on a must-have catch, a catchable ball, a little behind him, but a catchable ball that the Texans end up picking off and, ending the game. It was like, holy shit, dude. Houston's for real, and their offense is not even that good.
So there's a few things because that was a defensive showdown, right? Because CJ Stroud had almost no time to throw. And I mentioned then there's a few throws that he missed. But there were some plays that he made that were magic because they were Chris Jones in that second half was all
they could not block
him.
They could not block Chris Jones.
He was getting doubled. He was still batting down the ball. He was a monster. And we already know that the Texans O-line is not great. But the fact that they were able to do a few things. One, the decision for the Chiefs to go for it on 4th down on their own 31 when they had plenty of time left. And I think it was a tie game at that point because it was 10. That was a decision that did not seem to go very well. Then Rashee Rice, drops that other 4th down. That was just a drop, and that was pretty horrendous. And I think it's just a mix of things of where you have the Chiefs going up against, like you said, a very, very good defense. Their offensive line is already all battered up. They already don't look like themselves. Patrick Mahomes, I'm pretty sure at one point he had 59 rushing yards, and the other 2, so Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco, had a total of 60 yards. So literally, he was doing more work than 2 guys. So I think it has not been the Chiefs' year. I think you look at the trenches a lot, but going up against the Texans last night in it's kind of a must-win game. They are still not eliminated from the playoffs, but they cannot win the AFC West now, so they cannot win the division, which is the first time in how many years, Brandon?
Too many to count.
It's been a while.
9?
Right? And I mentioned this last week, and we talked about power rankings, but I also talked about it here on GPS. The Texans are a team who will now hold the 7 seed if the playoffs started today. They are a defense nobody wants to play. You dealt with it as with the Broncos, right?
Yeah.
That was a tough-ass game. And even though their offense is definitely a bit shaky, that defense is real damn good.
The Texans have, I think, probably just ahead of Seattle there, but like the most physically imposing defense in the league. It's not that they just hold teams to the lowest points per game. Like they get after dudes. They hit dudes. And Houston wins this game by 10 points. And CJ Stroud had 9 straight incompletions in the third quarter. They had negative net 2 yards in the third quarter.
Yep.
And then that was followed, though, by Patrick Mahomes throwing 9 straight incompletions. So, like, CJ Stroud having 9 straight incompletions was the most this season by any QB. And then Mahomes matched that in the same game, and one of his incompletions was an interception. So it's just like, that's just a defensive dominated game by the Texans, but also poor Texans offense. And I think the Chiefs defense is good. They give everybody, fits for times, but like, if you're worried about the Texans, it is the consistency of their offense. But Woody Marks scored a key touchdown in that game, and then Dare Ogunbowale
nailed it,
filling in for Woody, got into the end zone.
Yep.
Nick Chubb was hurt. Nico Collins, really big day for Houston as well.
He 3 receptions, had like over 100 yards.
Yeah. It was and they're all big plays too, big chunk plays.
Yep.
So, like if you're Houston, you're taking this momentum and you're building on it. And the Chiefs, I don't know, man, like Travis Kelce just looks like such an average tight end right now. And now that I say that, I'm sure he's like going to go off or some shit, but like you're getting average play out of Kelce. You've got dynamic playmakers on offense, but they're not reliable. They're Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy. They're not as reliable as when you had Tyreek Hill. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. It's just a lot's going wrong for Kansas City.
Yeah, and for the Tech,
if Chris Jones isn't playing out of his mind, like their defense it takes a big step back if he's not doing what he did in that second half. You know what I mean? Like, he has to be at 110% every week for that defense to be like truly effective. But, it's just a little crazy.
And the Texans so the Chiefs, again, they can still they have to win out now, right? The Chiefs have no choice. Yeah. So like they have to win every single game. And like, it's not, I think it was like a 16% chance, I think, now to make the playoff.
They got the Raiders, Denver, Chargers, and maybe like the Titans or something.
Yeah. So the Texans, they have the Cardinals next, then they have the Raiders, the Chargers, and then the Colts. There is a world where this team could win out.
Texans can definitely win out.
And they're in control of their own destiny, man. Like, I'm telling you, it just might be one of those teams. Like, Brandon, if let's just say, for example, the Broncos are the 2 seed, right? Yeah. You don't want to play the Texans in the wild card round.
I do.
You want to?
We already beat them once. We'll do it again.
Okay.
I got to be arrogant. I got to be arrogant until this season's over.
Washington did not help Denver look good. That is, again, Jayden Daniels getting injured did not help. But, getting shut out by JJ McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. That's a bad look. That's a tough look. That's a tough look.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So right now, Chiefs are the 10 seed. Look at the Dolphins clawing their way back in there.
We've talked about them.
Yeah. And I think like the Colts, they got 2 games up. You know what I mean? Like the Colts just got to win 2 to stay ahead of the Chiefs. They'd fall the Ravens there, but you don't want to play the Texans defense. But again, their offense is flawed.
Sure.
Every team's got some sort of weakness. But it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out with Denver and New England. And Denver beats the Raiders, which was actually really big for the Broncos because that gives them the tiebreaker over the Patriots because the Patriots lost to the Raiders week 1.
Yes, they did.
So sure, we expect the Broncos to beat the Raiders. The Raiders are bad, but that's one of the most key wins over a bad team I can remember this late in the season because of the shared opponent. So, and Denver's they have such a tough out with Green Bay, Jacksonville, KC, and the Chargers. Like, I don't think the Broncos are going to go 4-0 in that stretch.
Me neither.
The Patriots have the Bills. That's who they play this Sunday.
Big game.
So they could lose, but the Patriots are playing so well right now. It's tricky. And look at Green Bay. 9-3-1.
We went from the 6 seed to the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Back on top 10. Or listen,
there 4 spots. That's kind of crazy.
Stealing everything from Perna over here. Did you see that? NFL on ESPN, winners and losers. They're coming for you, Perna. They're coming for the crown.
Dude, everybody wants a piece.
That's it. Let's talk about those Green Bay mother-loving Packers, who are now 4-0 within the division. They won 1 divisional game last year. 1. And it was off a fingertip in which they blocked a potential game-winning field goal from the Bears, and then they went 1-5. Yeah, a whole lot different this year. Josh Jacobs, dude, he had like the play of the game. There's like 5.5 minutes left in this ball game, and Matt LaFleur decided to pitch it on 3rd and 1, and there was a ton of defenders that were in the backfield, and Josh Jacobs somehow got 20 yards out of that. So thank you, Josh Jacobs. Jayden Reed returned, so he had some nice production on the field. Christian Watson was a monster yesterday, and since he's come back, holy God, that extension has looked so damn good. He's been playing lights out. On top of that, Jordan Love did have 1 interception early. He just missed the defender who was just sitting right there, threw it right to him. I think he was looking for Matthew Golden. But then bounced back and had a phenomenal game. So Toyotathon Jordan Love is still alive and well. And dude, it was a great game. It was a tale of 2 halves. The Packers dominated that first half, and then the Bears started clawing their way back. Caleb Williams had some really clutch throws. He had one to Loveland when he rolled out to the right, which was really good. That throw to Zacchaeus went right through Nixon's hands. But yeah, unfortunately for them, threw a bad interception in the end zone to Keyshawn Nixon, who ended it. But dude, like this was just a competitive football game. It was a lot of fun. And I know that like Bears fans obviously going to be upset that they lost, but maybe from the national media, they'll get a little bit more credit now because they went toe to toe, and yeah, it was a damn good game. It was fun.
Yeah.
That was a appreciated game.
Holding the Bears to just 138 rushing yards, I think that's a win. I think the Bears, you're looking to get a $150 on the ground, right? So your run defense held up. It's going to be interesting to watch Pat Surtain on Christian Watson.
Sure.
Or maybe sometimes Riley Moss. Who the hell knows? It was nice to see old Bo Melton get into the end zone.
Bo Melton.
Got him back on O.
Dude, Jordan Love was just like, he was heaving that thing and just putting it in the perfect spot.
Yeah, I didn't really get to see much of this game because I was obviously watching
and
a less entertaining game, but an important one.
And the fact that you mentioned the run defense, right? That was the big concern heading into this game because Packers had no Devontae Wyatt. Lucas Van Ness also did not play, so couldn't get that pass rush. And Caleb Williams only got sacked 1 time, but Micah Parsons had 8 pressures yesterday, and that was apparent. Also, apparently, we don't call holding calls anymore, but that's just how things go.
Frustrating when you got that elite pass rusher, isn't it?
Dude, we were talking about that yesterday, right? Because but it happens to every single pass rusher that's really damn good. There's holding it's just so blatant at times, and it's just frustrating. But yeah, no, the Packers, they put together a really nice game. I would have liked them to have less penalties because that was kind of a pain in the ass at times. But
Oh, dude.
no, this is a huge win, man. And to go from the 6 seed to the 2 seed, now back on top of the division, yeah, it's a big win for the Packers, who now they have the fate in their hands. They're still in contention for that number 1 seed, too.
Yeah.
Because the Rams, who recaptured the number 1 seed because the Bears lost, you're welcome, NFC West. They have the Lions on Sunday, the Rams, which will be an excellent game, and then on a short week in Seattle. So
Woo!
It ain't over yet.
It is not over.
That's it. Might be a tie for a Thursday. It could be.
Now, Packers, Bears had the excitement. Denver Raiders, Broncos did something that was very impressive, but it is also something that football fans don't love, Tom. They dominated time of possession here. 39-03, and they were 1 4th down conversion away from making that well over 40. But Denver's 3 touchdown drives, I think they were all at 8 minutes. 8 minutes or more. And the Broncos, well, they hadn't had 2 8-minute touchdown drives since the year 2000. So Denver moved the ball very well down the field, and it was just, 6 yards here, 5 yards here, 7 yards here, 3 yards, 5. Like, it was nice. It was very comforting as a Broncos fan. RJ Harvey ran the ball very well. RJ Harvey was really, just really fucking good.
And dude, like, that's been the one bright spot too, right? Because J.K. Dobbins going down sucks. Yes. But it does give an opportunity for the guy that you just drafted to kind of spruce up your run game. He's doing a nice job, and he's really starting to develop.
Yeah, and he's had a nose for the end zone all season. I think he leads all rookies in touchdowns this year. But he didn't run the ball really well last week. This week, he looked a lot better just on your carries, your standard carries between the 20s, but they mixed it up. Even Adam Prentice, our fullback, ripped off an 18-yard run, which was the longest offensive play of the day for the Broncos, an 18-yarder by our fullback. So kind of weird. And Marvin Mims had a really big punt return for a touchdown in this game. Broncos were up 24-7 with like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So don't put too much stock in the 17 points. They played soft for Kenny Pickett to get some garbage time yards and points. But just a nice victory for the Broncos.
Loki, you must not have been watching my channel for the last month, because I've been complimentary of the Bears for the last month. So
yeah, no, you'll never. You don't get credit for
for at least a month. How about that? But yes, very much looking forward to our primetime game. Well, I mean, this game at least wasn't 10-7. So that was nice. I was watching it in the corner on ESPN, like when just watching the scoreboard, and I was like, oh, look, they scored more points than last time. So
yeah,
that's a positive.
No, it was a decisive win. The Broncos really dominated that game. Geno Smith left with an injury, so it's just, Raiders are down.
So how you feeling?
I feel good.
About Sunday?
I feel good.
You remember our wager?
If you win, you have to give me money. If I win, you have to give me money.
Nope, that's not the one. Nope.
What?
See, the problem is I don't know if you actually don't remember.
Chiefs jersey or something like that?
Chiefs jersey on Christmas while you stream. Yeah.
And you got to wear a Vikings jersey?
During the Lions game. Yep.
Oh, my God.
That's the one.
That's a good bet.
Yeah. So real quick, talk about that Washington game. This is what I've been talking about because we were talking to Vikings fans yesterday in the chat. This is exactly what you want to see if you're a Minnesota fan, because I know you're ruining your draft standing, but if JJ McCarthy can show improvement from week to week, I feel like you have a ton more confidence heading into the offseason. Because if he finished off this season and he looks terrible, then it's like, oh, great. You're still going to bring in probably a veteran presence to compete with him in camp and then see who winds up winning out the spot. But it's going to be an evaluation year next year. JJ played a good game yesterday. The Vikings defense played well. And again, the Commanders, I know that Jayden Daniels got hurt again, but This is some positive things you want to see from JJ McCarthy. 3 freaking touchdowns, man. He looked pretty damn good. So, just saying.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of overreaction to JJ. And this is the type of game that gives you a little bit of confidence. He showed you something, Vikings fans. You can stop freaking out for a little bit. Your season's over. That's fine. But you just want to see McCarthy continue to develop and build upon this. Yeah, that was that was very funny with Collinsworth.
Yeah,
I'll never count out Mahomes. Oh, really?
Perna, this is for you, by the way. You got the fitty.
Oh, yeah. Broncos logo? Of course it's for me. That guy gave you 50. I'd be pissed.
Just like, absolutely not. Appreciate you, Ron.
I've really enjoyed making love to your ears. I think that you have beautiful ears. They fit very nicely. So I would say it would be an erotic.
It would be an erotic?
It would be an erotic. It would be.
Dude, here's what's kind of crazy is last week the Vikings were shut out.
Yep.
And then this week they shut out the Commanders.
I mean, technically they weren't shut out, but...
The Vikings?
Yeah.
Against Seattle?
Oh, yes, against Seattle. I'm so sorry. I'm going back to the Packers game where they didn't score a touchdown. Apologies. Yep. Apologies.
God.
I was like, yeah, it was 23-6. So, all right, 2 weeks in a row they didn't score a touchdown, and then they didn't allow their.
They shut out last week, then they shut out. How often does that happen?
Yeah,
Get
not
shut
very
out
often.
and then pitch a shutout.
Not very often.
It might have happened last year. I feel like it kind of did happen recently, but it's rare, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, Van Ginkel, dude. Another key interception, nearly housed it, but that was the play. JJ re-injured the elbow.
Perna got a fitty.
9 is back.
Yes, he is.
Oh, Jameis. Jameis Winston for the Colts? That would be a little crazy. Did he sign a 2-year thing with the Giants, though, or was it just 1?
Hold on.
Poser.
USA.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
USA.
Here, please.
2-year.
It was 2. Russ was just 1, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Russ. You get Russell Wilson, Indianapolis.
Oh, God. Why would you? You are kicking them while they're down. Oh, man.
Hey, I told Colts fans, give me 1 million subs by the Super Bowl, and I will burn and bury the curse wheel live.
Then you'll just buy a new one.
No, I'll actually resurrect it from the dead, but I will burn and bury it alive, Indy.
And then
Pretty
just
simple.
like right before the season, you just have like a dark, gloomy video of you bringing a shovel out to the woods and just like digging it into the earth. I can see it.
I'll get possessed in the middle of the night by, the devil, and it drives me out of bed. Yeah. But Commanders, your season is over.
Oh my God. Yeah. You could talk about that Ravens-Steelers game. Well, we played everybody's favorite game. What is a catch? Right, with that Isaiah Likely. So I got a chance to watch that because folks in the chat were like, did you see that? So yeah, he gets 2 feet down. He's holding the ball away from him. And then they're like, no, he doesn't get that 3rd foot down. It's not a football move. I'm not going to lie. At first glance, I looked at that. I was like, that looks like a touchdown because he's reaching the ball ahead, which technically should be a football move. That was
he catches the ball in the air too.
Yeah.
So he has possession in the air, gets the 2 feet down, extends it. I'm conflicted on it though, if I'm being very honest, because when I look at that play by Likely, I feel like that looks like a reception and a touchdown in the end zone. I also believe that shouldn't be a touchdown. Like, I think in the end zone, you got to finish the fucking catch no matter what for it to be a touchdown. Like, that's like the part of, like, we've seen so many weird situations like that where I feel like guys have done less and been rewarded the touchdown.
And that's the issue. I think
or
like
getting like 2 feet tapped in.
Yep.
And you do actually less with, I mean, you got to possess the ball through the catch too, but like, I don't know. I feel like that should have been a touchdown, but I like that in the end zone, you should have to just finish it all the way off.
No,
And
I don't disagree with you. I think it's exactly what you said, though, that others have been awarded touchdowns, and that's where it comes down to consistency.
It's so
amongst the
close.
officiating crew.
it's weird because what it comes down to, Gene Steratore explained it right. Like, you got to have 2 feet and then a football move, or 3 feet, and they don't consider like holding the ball out with possession a football move. Or if the football move is catching the ball in the air, like, I feel like that's your football move, and then you got possession. I feel like there's a lot of ways you could say that that should be a catch, but
yeah,
Isaiah Likely is just cursed. Let's just say he's just cursed. Whatever he does, it is not going to be a touchdown, Baltimore.
No.
That's why you extended Mark Andrews, and that's why you're going to let him go. He's a great player, but the NFL will never give him a touchdown.
Was it Mark Andrews who was the one who deflected that potential touchdown pass too?
Yeah.
It was
Andrews deflected it. It was, I think Hopkins was in the back of the end zone.
Back of the end zone? Yeah.
Weird day.
Dude.
Where was it?
But don't worry. Number 77 on the O-line for the Ravens. Dude, it's bad. It's real bad. And for the Ravens, man, like they look awful. Like
But
they
look,
look like a very bad.
They rushed for 217 yards. And the Steelers 3 times have won games where I think they've been outrushed by like 175 yards. It was a really obscure stat that got my football nerdisms
Mac Jones
jazzed up. Let me find it.
Yeah, it's just tough, man. I mean, because this also, like, the Ravens clawed their way back. And it just, I don't know. I mean,
not your year.
Either of these teams don't really impress me, but the Bengals lost yesterday. That was a fun game with the Bengals and Bills, but yeah, I mean, I guess the Steelers are going to win the division. Even Steelers fans are like, gonna win 9 games. Probably losing the wild card. It's just something.
Look at this. 3 games the Steelers have won. And the Ravens have run the ball down their gullets. That's such an odd fucking find, but I love it.
And it's the Ravens.
It's the Ravens. Got to credit Aaron Rodgers for his helmet catch, too.
Yeah.
His helmet catch that negated a turnover, basically, right?
Yep.
Look at this.
They had no run game, dude. They had no run game.
It was just a weird-ass game.
And DK Metcalf, he was overnight in the hospital, too. He's okay. He's going back to Pittsburgh tonight, but he had, like, stomach pains.
Yeah.
So they were concerned about him, but thankfully he is okay. So, yeah, Riley Leonard's first start is going to be against the Seahawks defense. Godspeed.
Baptism. It's a baptism.
It is a baptism by fire. This was a super fun game in which tale of 2 complete different halves, right? The Bengals dominating that first half. They were looking really damn good. Joe Burrow was lighting it up. And then back-to-back interceptions for Joe Burrow. And it just seems like the wheels started to fall off after that. Josh Allen was like, I love when Josh Allen just goes, guys, I remembered I'm really good. I remembered again. He had himself a damn good day. That's a big win.
It's and what's crazy is like those 2 picks by Burrow, you can't even really put them on Joe. They were just like Benford makes an insane grab. Like he intercepts Burrow in the backfield. Just jumps up.
Yep.
I think they're trying to set up like a little screen or swing pass. Benford just picks him off, houses it, and then the other one's a tipped ball at the line that AJ Epinesa gets.
Yeah.
The next play. So the Bills went from being down by 10 to up by 11 in a span of minutes. So just a wild swing. Josh Allen had a 40-yard touchdown run. And this all came after James Cook fumbled the ball on the goal line to Cincinnati. And that's when I was like, oh, fuck. The Bengals are going to win this game. Like, the playoff race is going to get really weird because the Bengals, they got luck. T. Higgins was insane. Like that first half for the Bengals, I swear to God, it seemed like they had everybody who made a catch for Cincinnati. You're like, that's the best catch. It was Gesicki, then it was T. Higgins in the end zone, then it was Chase Brown had an insane catch. Like, they're balling. T. Higgins had a great game. And then you're right. Second half, flip-flopped.
Also,
but you got to love a game where Joe Burrow throws for 4 touchdowns in the snow. Josh Allen throws for 3 touchdowns in the snow, rushes for a touchdown. Like, this is all you can ask for.
Was great because I was like, oh, this is probably going to be like a big ground game because they both have bottom 5 run defenses. Nope. No, I mean, like James Cook and Josh Allen ran for a good amount.
Yeah.
But Bengals, nope. It was all Joe Burrow, man. It's tough for the Bengals. I mean, it's his first, he obviously hasn't played a whole lot this season. It's his first 2 interceptions of the season for Burrow.
First loss as he starts.
Yep. That's a tough one.
But dude, like this much offense in that weather,
it was fun.
Kind of crazy.
It was a good game. Like, it was a lot of fun. So, Bills, they got a rematch with Destiny against the Patriots next. And Bengals, yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, again, the AFC North is garbage, but we're running out of runway here. 4 regular season games left. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, the Bills' defense flawed, but they're opportunistic. And that's what you want with Josh Allen as your quarterback. If you can get him an extra possession or 2 every game,
yes,
they got a chance. But yeah, what a game.
Besides the cursing, I do want to talk about the Jaguars. Because Trevor Lawrence not throwing any interceptions again. He had 1 rollout throw to Tim Patrick. Trevor Lawrence, and I know you and I.
Is that his touchdown pass to Timmy P?
I think it was, or if it was just a long completion, I honestly forget at this point. He rolled out right to the left, and it was a beautiful throw. I think he had pressure too. When Trevor Lawrence is on, you're like, oh yeah, that's why that guy was picked number 1 overall. He, in the past 2 weeks, has been looking really good. The Jaguars, who knows? They've been like trying to find their identity. They've looked really good at times this season. They've looked really bad at times this season. But get a big time win. They're in firm control of the South. They do have to worry about the Texans still. But Jaguars could be making some noise in the postseason.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got Jets, win. Broncos, tough game. Colts, they got a favorable schedule to close out the season. And just like the Bills, they're 9-4. Defense, good. Devin Lloyd got another pick in this one, I believe. Whoa, sound effects.
Good.
What is it? Did he get back in there? Where is he? Where is it? Yeah, there's Devin Lloyd's pick. Newsome got a pick. Jacoby Myers, another touchdown. So the 2 guys they traded for, Greg Newsome, Jacoby Myers, making plays in this game.
Some plays.
And Travis Etienne was really good.
Yep, had a great day.
Bashal Tootin, I believe he had a fumble in this game. That was kind of his issue coming out of college. But yeah, you like the Jags, man. They're not just a Jag.
Colts, I think it might be over. The Buccaneers, Kaiba, I don't think they're cooked because they still have it all in front of them. They're still atop the NFC South, and they got to play the Panthers twice. So they can go to the playoffs. It's just, and I know I've heard Buccaneers fans for years talk about Todd Bowles. I get it. I understand. But you still can make the postseason. I don't know if it's Super Bowl bound, but at least getting a little bit healthier. But the Saints, man, they beat the Panthers, and after they beat the Packers, and of course now they beat the Buccaneers. So Saints are being a pain in the ass. Shough has looked good now 2 weeks in a row. Saints got some
2
optimism.
rushing touchdowns in this game for Shough.
Got some optimism.
Shuck it and run it.
Shuck it. Shuck it.
Yeah, both his touchdown runs were impressive too.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers will be going to the bowl. The Todd Bowls. Yeah, they play they got the Panthers twice. That'll be interesting. This is a game you want to win if you're Tampa. I'm a little concerned for the Bucks, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh no, I'm concerned. I just don't. I don't know. Yeah, like Baker obviously still dealing with an injury.
yeah, that makes it tough, man.
They seem like a good team this year, not a great team.
Yeah,
I feel like
they
they're-
were on fire early.
So that's where I'm. Yeah, listen, the Dolphins, they've won what, 4 straight games now? We were talking about them potentially making a run at the end.
They're starting to. I didn't think they were going to make any sort of run.
Maybe. I mean,
But yeah, they got a big win over the Jets. What
over
was,
Brady Cook.
Yeah. What was Devin Achan's injury?
Let me see.
I mean, Jalen Wright filled in nicely afterwards, but
It's a rib issue.
okay.
Apparently, it was just a precaution.
Okay.
They're hopeful for him still.
Well, that's good. But yeah, a little breakout game for Jalen Wright.
Victim blaming. Yeah, no, Wright had a really, really good game. So we'll see, because the Dolphins, their schedule is pretty easy. I think it's the last 2 games that get a little difficult. Yeah,
Yep.
so they got the Steelers next. Who knows what that game's going to be? The Bengals are going to be competitive. That's Sunday Night Football. Then the Buccaneers, then the Patriots. I don't know how easy that's going to be.
Spoiler, Dolphins, play spoiler for us. Beat those Patriots in the final week.
Mm.
Oh, please.
Exactly, Trucker. The Cleveland Browns lost to the Tennessee Titans, and Shedeur Sanders actually had a really good game.
Yeah. Only the Browns could get 350 passing yards from their QB and a rushing touchdown and still lose.
I do want. Did you see that one play for Cam Ward where literally, like, he had a Browns defender literally like all over him, pulling him down, and Cam's like, no, he winds up, I think, throwing an incompletion. But dude, Cam Ward,
It is
First
the
of all,
new greatest incompletion in NFL history, in my opinion.
I have to shout out, and I never thought I would do this at all this season, the Titans offensive line.
Yeah, I was writing winners and losers. Like, didn't think this award would be coming.
We were talking about for weeks. We were like, yeah, Myles Garrett going to probably break the sack record on this one. No.
One
did not.
sack, and the Titans held Myles Garrett to his lowest pass rush win rate, second lowest of his career. And
Collins.
Tony Pollard, 161 rushing yards.
Yeah.
For
There's that
Tennessee.
run game. I would love to play the Bears again. Let's go, because right now that would be the current standings. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
But Shedeur, really nice game. That gives Browns fans a little bit of hope, a little bit of optimism. Was against the Titans D, but here's what you kind of like about Shedeur doing 364 and 3 touchdowns. They got nothing from their run game. So, like, he had to make plays, and he did. And Cam Ward, first multi-touchdown game of the season. Like, I had this initially as the wee ass bowl in winners and losers, but I couldn't do it to this game because it was too good. It was too competitive.
Also, that 2-point conversion at the end was the thing.
Kevin Stefanski loves to take his quarterback off the field, doesn't he? Doesn't he?
He's like, let's give it to our running back to throw it.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to like pitch it on the reverse or whatever, right? And then he didn't. Then he didn't know what to do. And then he tries to throw it. Disaster.
Yeah,
But
I mean, Stefanski, that's a whole different
it
thing.
doesn't matter. Honestly, losing is probably better for the Browns at this point.
Well, now the Giants have the number 1 overall pick.
Get their quarterback.
What? Ty, yeah, I don't know. Blaming all on Burrow, yeah, I wouldn't do that. He had a good. Obviously, the 2 interceptions are not fun, but it's as Perna said. One's tipped, one's a great play. Yeah, I don't think you blame Joe Burrow. I mean, you had no run game whatsoever, so he's the guy who's keeping me in it. So personally,
there's better plays by the defense than it was like some tragic mistake by Burrow.
Yeah, I agree with that. Seattle beat up on the Falcons. The Falcons are officially eliminated from the postseason.
This was a close first half. It looked like the Seahawks were trying to choke it away. Then they got a return from Rashid Shaheed in the second half there.
That was
for a
God, it was
touchdown.
like 100 yards, right?
100 yards, longest one of the season. Sam Darnold finished the day respectably, but I don't think he did a lot in that first half. But really, it was Nick Emanwari, another insane game from him.
He's been having a great year.
Got a sack, got an interception. I think he blocked didn't he block a kick in this one too? He was
Perna got
everywhere.
a fitty.
Oh yeah.
First term of grad school. Let's go.
Congratulations. First term of grad school.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
Yes. Nice work.
Yes.
But Falcons are dead. They're fucking dead as dead can be.
I have to imagine Raheem Morris is probably going to get fired. I would imagine. If you're a Falcons fan, I know you've been waiting for it, but I have to imagine that's the
Dude,
way
they
it's
wanted
going.
him fired like week 3, I feel like.
They
4.
wanted him fired ever since he was hired.
It wasn't even that bad yet.
J-Lo, I think that there's a good shot the Panthers win the division.
Yeah.
Again, that same thing with the Buccaneers. They got to beat the Buccaneers. I think they could do it. Buccaneers, I think, are a vulnerable team. But yeah, Falcons, it's just been disappointing, man. Like, we've seen them beat the Bills on primetime, right? And it's like, oh, man, they have one of the best running backs in the league. And they just are like, their pass rush got better, but they are just unable to put it together from week to week. I mean, scoring 3 points. Again, the Seattle defense is really darn good. Don't get me wrong. 3 points in the second half of stuff.
Yeah, didn't Bijan lose one of those fumbles?
It's true uncultured.
And
Yes,
you
I
like
think he did.
you got Kirk Cousins. You expect more out of Kirk coming in for $40 million.
Yeah.
Even as a backup.
Yeah, what was that stat? 1 for 13. Can you go back to team stats real quick? Yeah, 1 for 13. There goes my keyboard. That's 1 for 13 on third down. Not going to win a lot of football games like that.
No.
Nah, it's going to be a little tough.
Yeah, that's terrible offense.
That's what I'm saying. I think the fact that you identifying a QB, I think that's more important. I think it is just a bit, because if JJ could be that guy, man, you feel a lot better heading into next year. Build around him.
100%.
You're feeling good. Feeling good.
Who else we need to get to?
Oh yeah, for your draft stock. Oh, the Rams beat the absolute piss out of the Cardinals. Good God. Oh, it was ugly. Matthew Stafford was like, oh yeah, back to MVP form. Puka Nacua, 167 yards. Blake Corum was a monster on the ground. And Kyron Williams both had good days. But Corum was averaging like 10 yards. There you go, 10 yards a carry.
There it is. Yeah, really nice game for Blake Corum. Been waiting for a while for that from Blakey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Nacua, he's just he's unguardable at times. He had such a nice route. Little double move, gets past the guy, and then Stafford kind of underthrows the ball. So then he's got to make a contested catch.
Yep.
And then he just backpedals into the end zone afterwards. It was pretty insane. Expected the Rams to win. They needed a bounce back victory after falling to the Panthers.
I thought it could have been close because, divisional, like Cardinals have been feisty. Nope.
Michael Wilson's been pretty good.
Wilson has been
Arizona, while Marvin Harrison Jr. has been out of it. So
last time a team got shut out, then shut out their opponent was the 92 Broncos.
Oh shit! Great stat pull.
There you go. Look at that pull.
Book.
You're like, I'll put that in winners and losers.
I was like, I feel like that happened recently. It did, 1992, and it was your team.
Very close.
Oh, they just they just reshowed that Cam Ward assaulting Denzel Ward.
Dude, it was Ward on Ward.
That's Ward on Ward. Ward on Ward action.
There you go. Well, they can't get Russell Wilson anymore, but yeah. I mean, Rams, they're back on top. I mean, the Packers helped the entirety of the NFC West besides the Cardinals yesterday because the 49ers, they jumped up to the 6th seed, Seahawks up to the 5 seed, and Rams back up to the 1 seed. And now, Eagles, Chargers, Herbert's still questionable for tonight. This is a big game for both teams.
Yeah.
Eagles really need a bounce back victory.
Yeah, we got all the games. Nice. Yeah, this is Implications galore.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I'll be rooting for you, Philly.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm rooting for the Chargers. I picked Philly to win, but I'm rooting for the Chargers.
Yeah, you know, a loss for the Chargers that helps the Broncos just a little bit. So,
I mean, listen, Cowboys definitely want the Eagles to lose. So that would be a little helpful, but
yeah, Justin Herbert just needs to figure out how to play with his broken hand if he does play tonight. So then, you know, do they play the Chiefs again? They do. They can beat the Chiefs later.
Yeah, people were saying you were going to do that you're going to put the Packers on every slot of the first wheel.
I'm not going to cheat the wheel. I learned my lessons.
You're not going to cheat the wheel. You spin it multiple times.
That's not cheating. It's just giving it more chances to curse.
I feel like that's cheating. Mims is having a very good year.
Marvin Mims? Yes, he is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be, dude, it's going to be one hell of a finish, man. Like, it's going to be such a freaking crazy
For
end of
so
the
many
year.
teams, too. Like, this
is one of the most competitive seasons we've had because now, do you mind just pulling it up, Perna, real quick while I just get through the rest of these? The who got eliminated? Because I think it was the Commanders. The Falcons got eliminated.
Playoff.
We'll take a look at the draft seeding right now.
Oh, you want the draft seeding?
Took that personally. No, we'll do both. We'll do both. All right, so here we go. So right now, the fact that there's only 4 teams from the AFC eliminated is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Falcons, Cardinals, Saints, Commanders, Giants, they're out for the NFC. Jets, Browns, Raiders, Titans out for the AFC. Bengals still holding on. They're still there.
A lot of bubble teams.
I bet. I don't know, man. Dude, that's a fall for the Bears. But that's how crazy the NFC is right now. Like, I think you're going to have...
The 7th? Holy fuck.
From 1 to 7. I mean, they can get it right back, but...
Dude, the 7th seed in the NFC, that could be a really good team.
Yes.
Like a dangerous team. Could be the Lions, could be the Cowboys, could be the Panthers. Holy crap, yeah.
No, you might have a very good team sitting at 7.
In the AFC, it could be the most overrated team.
I mean, the AFC, okay, so looking at this, Perna, on the bubble in the AFC, who do you have faith in? I don't know if I have faith in any of those.
I don't have faith in anyone. I would say the Ravens, and I would say, look, the Ravens, they needed to remember to run the football. And they did, and they still lost. So I don't know what's wrong with that team. Chiefs, this is not their season.
No.
Colts, let's see what they look like with Riley for a couple games.
Hi, Cole.
I'm sorry, Cole. Must be hard to not be on a trajectory to go to the Super Bowl for the first time in 7 fucking years. Must be hard. Remembering that you're just a regular fan now. Don't root for the elite anymore. Must be difficult, Cole.
A GPS painting. Oh, people did say, and by people, I mean like a person said, that we should do a shirtless calendar for GPS.
Oh, interesting. Why? Why do they want to do a shirtless calendar?
I don't know. People want it. And by people, I mean there was a donation that asked for it.
Oh, yeah.
So, we could make it and sell it for charity.
If I'm taking my shirt off, I'm getting that fucking money.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, and then on the bubble for
shirtless calendar for profit. GPS.
For profit. On the bubble in the NFC, Vikings, they're technically still in it. I think they might be done. Cowboys, I think they're down to a 7% chance, right? Or does that say 8? So that's not great. Panthers, they still got in front of them. They beat the Buccaneers twice. They're rocking and rolling. Lions still alive too. And because the Lions got helped out by the Packers yesterday. You're welcome. Because, dude, the last game of the season, Lions and Bears, might determine who gets into the postseason.
Ooh.
Not on my end, Data Loves. Nay. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And can you just pull up the draft order real quick? If you don't mind.
Yes, I
Thank you, sir.
can. Yes, I can.
Giants Raiders first overall in week 17. That could be the ultimate tank bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
that really is.
Look, currently the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And Steven Stefanski.
Yeah. The Raiders really need a QB. So
They do.
They
They need
aim
an
for
offensive
that.
line also. Yeah.
What's that?
And an offensive line. They need both of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Falcons, again, I think they're just dysfunctional, man. They have some great players, but they do need better coaching. They need a few things. Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
look at the Broncos picking at 32 right now. Won 10 in a row. Wow. 10 in a row. You got 4. Jags got 4. Houston climbing up good. 5. Miami has 4 in a row. That's nice.
And Atlanta
Damn,
doesn't.
Washington's lost 8 in a row.
Dude, look at Atlanta. Dude, they keep losing games. The Rams currently have a top 10 pick.
Oh. Damn. Double damn.
Dude, and like they were saying before, but the Jets, if the Colts keep losing, yep.
What do the Rams even need?
Say again?
Oh, you know who the Rams should draft? The Oregon tight end. Oh, what's his name? He's insane.
I don't know.
That's who the Rams need. As long as the Chiefs don't get him. I want the Broncos to get him.
Jets currently, so they have a top 10 pick with their own pick at 7. And then
Kenyon Sadiq. That's who the Rams should draft. Kenyon Sadiq.
yes, Robert. Maya came home late last night because her flight got delayed a cajillion times, so we watched the latest episode. It was good. Pluribus has been excellent. Perna said he's waiting for more episodes to come out before starting to watch because I've asked him already.
Yeah.
92 probably feels recent to a dinosaur, Kevin says.
You can eat some shit, Kevin. Kevin?
There's back and forth. I think, honestly, if you have Tampa and Atlanta to swap coaches, there you go. The Buccaneers get Raheem Morris. The Falcons get Todd Bowles, and nobody's happy.
Hmm.
So, so Avatar, we were just talking about that. The Rams are sitting real pretty right now.
Yeah.
Dude, they're a Super Bowl caliber team, and might have a top 10 pick.
That's insane. Yeah. You don't see that often.
So, Surly, that's what we were talking about, right? When the Sauce pick happened, or excuse me, the Sauce trade happened, it was like, dude, they're going all in on Daniel Jones, and now Daniel Jones hurt, and now is going to be out for a while.
Yeah.
Yes, that is not good. It was a really bad week.
Yeah. You can't predict injuries like that.
No, you can't.
I like your team making an aggressive effort when they're in a window to double down on it. And unfortunately, sometimes you're going to lose. You're going to lose those aggressive moves.
It's going to be weird if the Chiefs don't make the postseason. It's just going to be weird.
It's going to be the most normal thing we've ever seen in our life. America will actually be healing if that happens.
I agree with Micah. There you go.
This country will be healing.
Hey. Oh, dude, Shaheed was a monster. You're welcome, Seattle. Green Bay has blessed you. Perna, what do you got coming out today?
Nothing. Got the Broncos recap up last night.
Nice.
So you can go check that out. We'll be working on winners. How is this? What do you got, Tom?
Well, Wyatt's not going to make up for his absence because he's out. But honestly, even though the Packers allowed like nearly 130 rushing yards yesterday, the Eagles just allowed 281 to the same team. So I feel actually okay. I feel like I'm all right. Tucker Kraft. I would love for him to be there, but the offense was operating pretty well. So, dude, at this point, one game at a time. We got 4 games left.
One at a time.
And then the 2 seed still contending for the number 1 seed.
It'll be a Super Bowl preview this week. Come check it out, everybody.
Dude, if it's a GPS bowl, put an NFC North team in there. Fine. Do you have to pee? Is that why you're jumping around?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get through them. I'm sorry. Much like Perna would have 15 months. Yes. He'd have all the extra months in there. Leap years. That's true. Today, I'm going to have an NFC North skit. Been waiting for that one. We'll have that be coming out. I'll be streaming Monday Night Football. Every NFL fan's reaction to Week 14 will be dropping after the Monday Night Football. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, boy.
Oh, damn. That sounds horrible.
Jim, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Wishing you and your family nothing but the best at this point.
Damn, Jim.
Perna, don't play any clips.
I won't play.
Don't even go near it. Don't. Are the Broncos going to break the sack record? Hopefully not.
I don't think so.
Hopefully not next week. Hopefully not. Go Pack, go, baby. Folks, we'll see you on Wednesday as tensions will rise, sexual and otherwise, between Perna and I as we get closer and closer to the
A lot of sexual tension.
Yeah, it's just there. You know what? I actually want to talk about my childhood real quick.
God damn it.
We just District, enjoy the game. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Perna's about to explode. This is for you, Colts fans. I'm doing this for you. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And you reached your destination.
Where are you?